Back to Educator.com's AP English Language and Composition course. This lesson is on the scoring of the essay section. Let's get started. Alright, we begin as always with a lesson overview. We're going to talk about holistic scoring, which is the technique used on this exam, what it means, and how it can work in your favor. We're going to talk about what the reader wants. Your English teacher has always told you, write what the reader wants. Well, we're going to find out what these essay readers are looking for. Then we're going to do the scoring guide. We're going to go through each score on the test and break down what it means and how to get that score. Of course, you'll want the higher scores, but you'll also want to avoid the lower scores. And finally, we're going to look at the 2 secrets of essay scores. 2 things you need to remember if you want a good score on your essay. All right, holistic scoring, what does that mean? It means that your essay is graded as a whole, not according to its component parts. Your essays will not be graded according to a checklist. Nobody's going to go down and go 2 points for grammar, 1 point for spelling. Nobody's going to do that. Your score reflects the overall quality of your essay taken as a whole. And it also reflects the reader's opinion of that quality. So this is a subjective kind of judgment. This is, one person sitting in a tiny room with a stack of essays going, I think that's pretty good. So remember, this is subjective, but they have controls for the subjectivity. Now, the way that they do this, Educational Testing Service, ETS, chooses people called table leaders. They read essays from each year's crop of test takers because, of course, the questions change each year. And they go through about a week before grading begins, and they pick out essays that they think are pretty typical examples of different scores in response to this prompt. This is a person, this is a good example of a 9 answer to this prompt. 9 is the maximum score. This is a pretty typical 5 answer to this prompt. This is a typical 2 answer to this prompt. And then what they do is they use these samples to train the readers. They have them practice grading over and over until they grade about like the table leaders grade, according to those examples. So you're being measured against real students who took the test at the same time you did, and it's going to go from there. Now, a reader will end up rereading and recorrecting certain essays at random. He won't know whether any essay he's reading has already been graded or not. And every reader will grade some essays that other readers have already graded to ensure consistency. So many of these readers will grade your essay twice, or your essay will go to 2 different readers at 2 different times to see if you get widely different scores, all to ensure consistency. So if somebody has a bad tuna sandwich for lunch and they decide to give you a 2 because their stomach's feeling irpy, don't worry, you'll get another chance.